Molinari is a left-hander.
When the fencers win bouts during the course of the day, they have some incredible celebrations when they win. Without a question, the biggest, loudest, wildest one came from Volobueva to get to this bout. Molinari looks puzzled, but
she also looked to her coach and didn't get a signal to challenge.
Well, the riposte didn't hit. It landed on the guard, and Volobueva made the counter riposte.
Remise is through for Molinari. They go past.
Pretty evenly matched with the body type. They're both long and tall. Volobueva is parrying pretty much everything. She missed on the riposte there, but she clearly likes the blade. She attacked from the right.
That's the thing about Molinari, is that she's very difficult to hit. I would not be. It was in my head before, but I think we're probably going to have a gold medal match between Molinari and Guo, which will be lights out fantastic.
That's an early call there, David.
Oh, I know there's a lot to. Yeah. It was so early that it was in the quarterfinals.
Riposte to the inside. You have the high target, the shoulder, the high target, the chest. You have the middle, the belly, and you have the flank. On Molinari, you only have 3 of those 4 because she keeps her arm back against her body. There's no target area in her flank. That's not. You see that? That's not a place you can go.
As Christina Petrova found out to her displeasure.
Did you see that? She attacked to the flank, and there's no target there. It glanced off the back elbow of Molinari. That's not the target to go for Volobueva. And the inside target is the place to go.
Mm. 8 seconds remaining in this opening period. And we go to our first 1-minute break here in this second semifinal.
A little bit more of cat and mouse in this particular bout than we saw in the two men's semifinals, where it was touch after touch. Here they're a little bit more tentative, and they're planning their actions a little bit slower.
Molinari has got that Italian rigor in everything that she does. I mean, you see it.
Interesting. Molinari's ranked number 1 in the juniors. Jalen Liu of the United States is up 7th. And Guo is 9th. Yet Guo is 13th in the seniors, and Molinari is nowhere to be seen at that level. So it's sort of quirky how that works out with the points. You would figure someone that's got all those senior points would somehow translate to their ranking in the juniors.
But for some time now, Jessica Guo spends more time on the senior circuit than she does on the junior circuit.
Yes. That's a little bit of a different wrinkle. As you heard the referee say, attack au fer, attack with the beat. Haven't seen much of that. And now we're seeing more of that.
Well, Molinari keeps coming forward and walking into counterattacks. Well, whatever she was told during the 1-minute break.
That was a little bit lucky there, but we did hear prior to that 3 in a row, the referee say attack au fer, beat attack. So the game plan was the beat attack from Volobueva. Clearly that blade has to go. As we watch fencing, you see that happen a lot where fencer gets hit a few times in a row, and sometimes the blade doesn't feel right, sometimes you lose confidence in it, and sometimes you just want a little bit of a breather so you can regroup. So fencers are allowed to do that. And you won't see a referee deny it, even though they know that they're trying to get that little breather. Not just attack to gauche, it's attack with a beat.
Instructions from the referee to tuck her hair in, Molinari.
Look at the different style there. Volobueva is straight, upright in her on-guard position, and Molinari is leaning forward. Her torso is tilted forward. Completely different. Volobueva scored about 3 or 4 of those in that infighting, whether it's a riposte or a remise. She's been more successful than Molinari on the infighting. A lot of infighting. Look at that long on guard and then into a lunge by Volobueva.
Target.
Okay, Molinari's pushed Volobueva to the end of the piece here. Let's see if she can take advantage of it. Referee called halt. No new action can begin after the halt. Doesn't matter if he was right to do so or not. You can't start a new action after he says it. Molinari getting frustrated here. She had an advantage. She pushed Volobueva, and the green light's coming on one after another. Molinari wants to see a red light soon.
I feel like she's putting herself in situations where it's
too close, maybe.
It's too close.
Yeah.
She didn't have to get in her face to get that hit.
But you heard the referee attack from the right, missed. She was a little bit lucky there as a counter attack. Both of the fencers are like meat grinders in there when they get into the infighting. They grab the blade. Well, 2 in a row we've seen now. Attack. What's the beat attack? Beat.
Yeah.
Attack. Beat attack. First was parried, then a beat attack. And the other one was an attack right in the middle, just on Volobueva's preparation. It was really close. And this is a mistake by the referee. He's allowing Volobueva to get a timeout by fixing her hair, which was already up inside her mask. She's just now gotten a free timeout to break the momentum. And as a referee, I can tell you, I fall prey to that once a year probably, but you can't allow that to happen. You just allowed Volobueva to get a free timeout and break the momentum. See the battle plan here. It seems to be attack from Molinari. I'm not sure that was the battle plan to counterattack, but I can tell you one thing. Volobueva went for that under the flank back area. There's no target there.
Right.
Molinari almost caught Volobueva on that quick beat attack. Meanwhile, 10-7 is now 10-10. She seemed like she was out of it.
Well, she is an Italian fencer with an Italian coach.
Let's see if the replay shows where this attack was. If it was to that flank area against Volobueva, it cannot go there for the rest of the bout. Last two are counterattacks. Volobueva needs to do that again. Attack on the blade. To the inside target. But we'll have to wait.
Well, we go to our second 1 minute break. 11 for Molinari, 10 for Volobueva, and look there, thought like in that period that things were going to spin wildly out of control for Molinari.
It certainly seemed that way. And then there were those two quick attacks, followed by two counterattacks. When you're losing,
They worked.
when you're losing, it's not like something you plan, but she has a closed target. One of her four targets is unavailable for business. You can't go there. And I think 3 times already in this bout, Volobueva has been hit on counterattacks to that target. So,
well, you have to adjust to what's happening in the match.
So Molinari has, now Volobueva.
She did that after the first break, and everything had to be in the right place. She stacked everything exactly the same way as she did in the first break.
Most fences are a mess. They just throw it near the chair. They don't care.
No, I mean, this had to be put in correct order.
I saw that.
And then the towel folded a certain way on the top.
Attack to fair, so attack beat attack, which I believe is the way to go. It's possible that actually hit in the flank. I would have liked to have seen where that landed. I wasn't quite sure. Lucky. She went for the attack. It was to the back. There was nothing there. It was parried, but she got the remise. And you know what? In the first half of the bout, she had 3 or 4 remises just like that. It's frustrated as Volobueva. She had the parry and the riposte and missed. And here we are at 12. Just a counterattack. You saw Molinari goes, how did I do that? Such a crucial touch.
Oh, well. Molinari's kind of lost the plot here at a really bad time.
At a very bad time. Powerful on the blade. He's got to do that again.
Just don't get in there really close.
For me, the attack first might have been short. It's a question of whether Volobueva came out in time. But let's see what the referee goes. Let's watch. First attack. No, it's a feint attack. You could see why the ref calls that feint attack. Second time I looked at it, I see it a little bit differently.
Yaroslav Moisky having a good long look at it.
They look at it at full speed, 100%, then maybe slow it to 70, and it looks a lot different when you slow it down. Sometimes changes the flavor. You change it. The first attack is no, according to the ref. Two of the last three actions, attack unfair off target by Volobueva. He's getting closer. 3 off targets out of the last 4. Beautiful riposte and a even better looking remise. One touch goes for the gold. If she loses Volobueva, it's because of those off targets. 4 in a row where she had really good actions and didn't get the colored light.
Is he looking at the video? He is. Target from the left. He's going back and looking again. I guess, it's 14 apiece. He has to.
Let's look for a beat attack from one of these fencers. Not a good idea, Volobueva, not to do a remise like that.
There we have it.
Well, someone had to do a beat attack. It looked to me like it was the beat attack from Molinari, counter beat from Volobueva. It's going to go to the one who initiated it when there's one blade action. The fencers know it. They're not even waiting.
Well, the referee has to consult the video before validating the call.
Can you imagine if he went the other direction? The fencers have basically already shaken hands.
She had disconnected. All righty. 15-14, Matilde Molinari of Italy into the gold medal match. And I've got to say, I'm not sure that either Abdurrahman Tolba or Matilde Molinari are going to be on my Christmas card this year. The stress.
Yeah, that was a lot going on.
We've talked about Jessica Guo a lot today, but what about Jilin Liu?
Liu was ranked, I believe, 7th in the juniors. And one thing is for sure with Guo, I mean, she's already been at the Olympics where she took 10th, almost won a medal in the team that Canada took 4th. And she's been around for a long time. And also competes for Harvard University in the United States.
Right. So